Getting my other microphone for now.
Yay. I get to be a microphone holder, lady. Yeah.
Thank you.
Brent told me it is. Big night today.
They were more important.
Good, yes, they are. Happy New Year. That's today.
Not believe you know my friend.
Oh my gosh, that she's my aunt.
He's telling me since today.
Oh, I sent her that and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. I don't know.
I was looking and I was like, she looks familiar. Yeah, she played softball, my parents.
So I can't sit there.
Yeah, I know her for a long.
That way it's
Yeah, she is, oh, like, really, yeah, absolutely. Four.
Yesterday.
I can't sit there.
She talks too much. I don't know how.
Hey, look, I get to be a microphone holder. Not at this.
I was about to say, you can hold it.
Was it about the Simon?
You can, I mean, you can, I'll let you, I'll let you know.
Or
I'll share for you.
For the.
Yeah. I don't have to get.
During the middle.
I'm gonna get you ready.
And you said, oh,
I didn't get the one that you said. I got the one that I said. I didn't get the one that you said.
May the force be with you.
How's it going so far for you?
Pretty good. You know, trying to get everything started going. Property management, tools to make this week. It's trying to get all the systems right. Cause you can't go copy anybody.
Yeah.
And it's not like in real estate sales, on the buy side of the sales side, you do the same thing, you just do it 10, 20, 30, 40 times, whatever it is. And dropping it.
And I got it on. All you gotta do is put your splatter there. No. Times heavy.
Testing, testing, testing.
And what's that?
Test, test, test. Test, test. Yep.
To advance it?
Yep. Sorry. That one did get a little worn off. Now
That was pretty pitiful.
I'm gonna try and switch that.
Okay, let's try it again. Good morning. I love it. I love it. First of all, thank you for being here. I know your time is valuable. I know you're super, super busy. And my goal today is that you will walk away with one thing, one nugget, one thing you can implement. One. And if we accomplish that today, or one aha or one thought, if we accomplish that today, then I think we're golden. All right. We're going to spend a little bit of time with some recognition and some announcements, and we push all that out. So y'all, I got to do what? Oh, I don't get to wander around. Darn. Okay, so anyway, so when we push things out, you guys do a great job of congratulating each other and all that. So we'll spend some time on that because I think it's important and y'all are amazing. And I don't want the meeting to just be a whole bunch of announcements and nothing else. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I think 2025, not I think, I know, I believe 2025 is going to be amazing. And I'm super excited about everything that's happening in our market, in this market center with you. And I just want to thank you guys for the collaboration and all the things that are happening. I am already working on the next team meeting at the end of the month with another panel. Some of you, if you have things you'd like to share or things that are important, things you'd like for us to discuss in a team meeting, please let me know, because you're going to be stuck with me for a few weeks. So I know everybody's going, team leader, team leader. I know we miss Teresa, and I'm working on it. And we should have some updates on that pretty quickly. But we just keep on keeping on, right? You have a great leadership team, right?
Yeah.
And they do a great job. So again, thank you for being here. All right, here we go. I think. Don't do that. Okay, anybody your first time to be at our Tuesday meeting? Anyone? Up, stand up. Woohoo! Give him a hand. All right. Yes. Okay. If you'll just give us your name and tell us how long you have been here at KWB.
Hey, my name is Daniel.
Mike's not on.
Hey, my name is Daniel. So first time here, but I'm in class and I'm ready to make some money.
All right. I don't hear him. Oh, it's just for the Zoom. That's just for the Zoom. So you guys speak up. Like
Okay,
me.
I'm Alex. Let's see here, been here about 10 minutes now. So far a good start. Just looking to maybe get the real estate license and move forward with that and just see what's out there.
Perfect. All right. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Rick Rozier. I am licensed, got licensed last March, and took some time at another location, Keller Williams. So I'm within the Keller Williams family, but looking to be here and join Valentine.
All right.
Hi, good morning. My name is Zach. This is my 4th day here in Keller Williams. Excited to be here and looking forward.
These people are brave. I love it. 10 minutes, 4 days. Wonderful.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Destiny. Newly licensed December 6th and 4th day at Keller Williams. Excited to be here.
Yeah.
These
That's
are her
great.
adorable, well-behaved children. They are the cutest things ever.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I met them yesterday. It's wonderful.
Good morning, everybody. This is Girish. This is my 2nd month. I think I got my license last month, and my 2nd career as well. So look forward to working with y'all, learning from you, and hopefully make a success out of it. Thanks.
Right.
I'm Logan. I just started real estate. This is my 4th day in Ignite. So I'm just trying to get a head start in my career. I didn't think college was in my plan, so I just wanted to get started in real estate. So this is where I chose.
All right. Woo. All these babies. I'm so old. All these babies. You know, I think about these people standing up, and I want you to think about the first 10 minutes or 4 days or week that you were licensed. Wow. So I really appreciate that you guys would welcome them in such a really big way. So thank you for being KWB and really helping them. All right, so bucket fills. Who has a bucket fill? And I'm going to do maybe the first 3 or 4 people that stand up. Anybody bucket fill? Yes.
Hey, I just want to give a bucket fill to the wonderful Tasha. Connie and I found ourselves this weekend in need of her help. So we really appreciate it. As always, just thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes. Sharon.
So this is coming from everybody. We cannot love on our leadership team enough. They've taken a lot. They take a lot all year long. Changes are a lot, but we can never give them enough love. Darren stepped up. Liz is fantastic. Tasha. And always we can do it without Lynn and you, Brenda. So this is from all of us.
Oh, thank you. They're great. They're great. Hey, Rhonda, and then Adam, you had one?
Go ahead.
Rhonda right here.
I'd like to bucket fill a few people. Kyrie Smith, I was out for 7 weeks and Kyrie stepped in and really helped me out on something in South Carolina, and it hopefully will close on Friday. So I really appreciate that. I also want to bucket fill PJ Kennedy and Cecilia. They kept in touch with me while I was gone. My mom got really sick and I was out for 7 weeks, and they really stayed with me when I really needed people. So that meant a lot to me. And I also want to bucket list my work husband, Dave DeSilva.
I love it. I love
He
it.
also always keeps in touch and takes care of me. So it's nice to have you back.
All right. Love it. Thank you. All right, Adam.
Hey, I just wanted to bucket fill for Heather Skinner. Last week I've been having this listing that's giving me some trouble with contingencies in South Carolina, and she came up with a creative solution. We're still working through that, obviously, to get it under contract, but without her ideas, she changed the world for me in the way I write offers in South Carolina. So it's definitely given me more leverage with buyers and sellers in South Carolina. So without that, and then, her help, just being willing to speak about it whenever I was walking through it was just huge to me and helped me out a lot. So thank you, Heather.
Wow. Woo. All right.
And anyone who comes and hangs out with me in the hub, I think that I have gotten so much shared and collaboration and communication. It's just, 4 deals have gone under contract because of something someone said to me in the hub. So
Wow.
take that to note.
Love that. Thank you. So Adam came from another market center. And you guys, this is what KWB is about. Took 4 ahas from the hub. So when you're here, hang out. Lots of people in and out of there. Walk the halls. We call it the power walk. Walk the halls, engage with each other, and you're going to learn something if you're here. Thank you for sharing. I love it. And I think you caught on to what a bucket fill is for those of you that are new. It's that appreciation and that gratitude and just expressing it openly. So thank you for that. If you had a birthday in January, stand up. Stand up. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Woo. Love our birthday people for sure. All right. Happy birthday. January newcomers. We have some of them listed there. Hopefully we caught most of you. If you've only been here 10 minutes, you might not be on that list yet, but we'll get you there. 4 days, it might be questionable, but here's a lot of our newcomers right there. I'm having a hard time. Okay. December cappers. So these are people that capped in December. If you're in the room, stand up. Woo! So good. And I always, back in the day, it was like, oh, if you cap, that's awesome. And now it's like, that's the foundation to build. And what I love about us is that we talk about building a business, not just having a career. So I'm going to challenge you a little bit. You might have a career if you haven't capped yet. And if you're building a business, those first 4 or 5 deals are the foundation to take you to that next level, whatever that is for you. And it's going to be different for everyone. You don't have to build a team. You can stay a single agent. There's all sorts of ways for you to engage in this business, in this crazy world called real estate, in the way that you want to. And we really appreciate that. And we don't push you to do something you don't want to do. Now, I might push you a little bit if you tell me you want something. And I might say, this is what you said you wanted. You know, is that still true for you? So, but we don't tell you how to build a career and then a business. And we certainly support it and teach you a lot of things in order to do it. All right. $1 million producers. These are people that in closed volume. This is in the month of December, when nothing goes on with real estate, right? It's horrible. It's terrible. Again, back in the day when I was in production, one of the biggest months I ever had in my career and working with buyers and sellers was in mindset. Now, if you want to take off in December, that's great. You might not, you know, succeed in the same way. But if you're up there right now, congratulations, stand up. Woo, woo, woo. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Listed volume, listings. $1 million producers and listed volume in the month of December. I want to make sure I didn't do too many. If you're in the room, this is awesome. We have groups, we have teams, we have individuals. And again, you can see the diversity of the people that are in production and how that looks. If you're in the room, stand up. If you're on Jay White's team, stand up, everybody. Yeah. All right. What was that? Was that me? Oh, good. Wasn't me. All right.
I was trying to pull up. I realized that it looks like the clothes may have gotten in there twice.
Okay.
So I was gonna try and pull up your written, but
Oh,
keep
you
on
try to pull it and you'll let me know. Okay. KW Valentine, top 10 producers in closed volume in the month of December. December, if you're in the room, stand up. Congratulations, you guys. This is amazing. Woo! Are you doing leg presses, Jay? I love it. I love it. Stand up every time. I love it.
All right, I got you. I got you. It's because I'm trying to fiddle on this side while there we go.
Okay, so how many of you guys know that you have a report called the Market, not Market Center, but Multi-Year Trends, Agent Multi-Year Trends? Okay, so the data that we use to look at the Market Center and to see where we have opportunity, where we're succeeding, is also available to you, and you have that for your own business, okay? We look at these things and go, oh, wow, these are some things that we might need to have a class on, education around. These are the things that we're doing well. These are the things that we see happening inside our teams or our individual agents or whatever that might be. And so today I've asked, I always tease him a little bit, he's a little bit of a numbers guru, just to take a couple of slides and just to go over maybe 2 categories. This thing is, how many pages is it now, Lynn? 41 pages. I mean, the data is crazy. And I typically focus on a few, there's like 8 key categories, and there's other things that we do from a Market Center level. And these numbers tell a story. And for me, they're only important if we share them and you can apply them in your business. There's a jillion things we could go through related to the Market Center numbers, because where do those come from? You. Our numbers make up everything that you do. So we want to share a couple of things and say, hey, how could you use this with a buyer or a seller? How could it make a difference? What kind of script could you use? What kind of objection could you overcome? All right. So just remember, numbers tell a story, and we want to make sure that you're learning numbers and you understand them. All right, PJ, come on. Come on. Y'all give him a hand. Welcome him. Now, hey, I'm going to tell you right, don't go too long or I'll cut you off.
So yes, I do like numbers. I can talk about too. So yeah, numbers do tell a story, and I love that. And one of the most important things is numbers don't lie. And I think that's the most important thing. You can have a lot of gray areas, but not when it comes to the hard numbers. So first, we're going to start with average sales price. Can anybody tell me what the average sales price was in Charlotte over the last year?
Was it 4?
little bit less. It was actually 392,000 and change. Okay. And I want you guys to take a look at that number because aside from our aside from January, we were above that number for the rest of the year. So give yourselves a round of applause. We had our best month in July at 494,000 and change, over $100,000 over the average of everybody else in the industry. So give yourselves a round of applause. So what do we account that for? Why are we outperforming? I mean, we have over 570 agents here. So why are we outperforming the rest of the industry? Why is it? Anybody? Training, technology, culture, mindset, all of the things that we've been talking about. And that's why we produce more $1 million agents than anywhere else. All right, can we flip to oh, you already did. Look at you go. Thank you, Liz. All right, so let's talk about number one. What are, no, go back to the other one. I'm sorry. Can you flip? Thank you. So let's talk about what you guys actually get paid, because we can sell really high numbers, but if we're not putting that GCI in our pocket, it doesn't matter, right? So does anybody know what the average was last year across Charlotte area percent of gross commission income? Anybody know? Yep, Jenny, you got it right. 2.25 was the average in the Charlotte market last year. Okay, now nowhere on this do we dip below 2.5? So give yourselves a round of applause for that. Connie already said it. It goes right back to training, knowing your value, not cutting your commission just to get a deal. We're selling at a higher rate and we're making more money. Give yourselves a round of applause. And that's it. I'm out.
All right, Carolina Gold, come on up. The cool thing about that, you guys, is you can talk about the fact that you are in a market center office that does have an average sales price that's higher. It's going to help us. I know we have people really dipping into that luxury market, over 570 agents. He hit on that so that, you know, you get a new listing and it's exposed to a lot more people and people that are doing a really great piece of business. All right, Carolina Gold, you're on.
Great to see everybody this morning. I'm Billy Gerald, your mortgage professional with Carolina Gold Mortgage, half of the dynamic duo.
And I'm Teresa Green.
And coming to you today with something that we'd really like to share with you. And let me ask you, what's the one thing, let's be honest, what's the one thing you hate about having to deal with loan officers? Communication. Exactly right.
They go on vacation.
Oh,
slow communication.
I'll take that. Kind of segues into what I was going with, you know. So, you know, between the two of us, I always say, hey, if you can't reach me, call Teresa. If you can't reach Teresa, call me. If you can't reach either one of us, call 911. Something's wrong. All right. So I'd like everybody to take out their phones. This QR code would get you to my page. This QR code gets you to Teresa's page. That's a place you can point your customer to. If you can't get in touch with us, maybe it's late at night, you want to get somebody started in the process, send them there. We'll get an alert as soon as they sign on, and we'll get an alert all the way through the process. We'll reach out to them. Hey, Mr. Customer, I see that started a loan application. What questions do you have or whatnot? You know, I joke that between the two of us, we got 107 years of experience. Teresa has more than I do.
But I'm younger.
That was terrible, wasn't it? You know, so what does that experience do for you? You know, it creates a better experience for you and your customer. And Teresa, would you share with us what you were able to do with a customer just last Friday?
I would. So I hate to be known as the rescue girl, but we do a lot of loan rescues. So keep that in mind when things start going left, when you have that borrower or buyer that doesn't want to talk to us to start with. Last Thursday, I got a call from an agent in Stanley County that I've known forever and ever and ever. And she had a buyer getting ready to close last Friday. And they got the call Thursday morning at like 9:30 that there was not a loan approval. So devastated. Said, what can you do to help me? It was a buyer that I have helped before with several mortgages. The buyer knew his credit, knew the scenario. He's self-employed. He's got about 5 businesses, so a little complicated. He was going through a divorce, and I said, why didn't you call me to start with? And he said, well, I'm a little embarrassed. You know, both of us wanted to keep my finances and my private life private. So I went to somebody that I didn't know that didn't know me. So he proceeded to tell me that they had tried to go full doc and found out they couldn't. And I said, all right, well, let's see what we can do. Worst case scenario, we can put you on a bank statement loan. I know we can get it closed. I said, how fast? Because I'm going to be out of contract and there's somebody else wanting to buy the house. So sent me everything Thursday. I worked on it Thursday night till about midnight, had it submitted to the underwriter, asked for a rush approval. We had it approved Friday night, full doc. So
Woo!
I'm back to, and we're closing this Friday. So we got disclosures out Thursday night about 7:30. He e-signed them so we could start the clock ticking because y'all aware we have to wait good old 7 days, can't close till the 8th day. So that was one success story. Lo and behold, yesterday, got the same phone call, another one. Supposed to be closing. Deal with, this one I don't know, agent I'm very familiar with, but current mortgages with Mr. Cooper. They have all my information. They know me. I just called them. They gave me a pre-approval. Signed, put $16,000 down, new construction, non-refundable. Found out yesterday they don't have an approval. Worked on it last night, submitted it this morning, and we'll wind up turning that one in 7 days as well. So who you work with matters. Just a couple little examples. And I do other things besides rescue loans. So.
Hey, we do easy loans too.
Woo, that's it. That is awesome. Yes. So here's what I'd say about these two is I think we're on the right track with Carolina Gold. I think we've had some glitches and I think we're on the right track with these two people. They're wonderful. They're go-getters. They're experienced. They know what they're doing. No, you don't have to give them every deal, but give them a shot. And maybe give them something that isn't a rescue, right? So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And I know that y'all are here every day in the office. All right. Come on up. I don't know what happened there. I didn't do that. Hold on. I don't know what all that is, but come on up. Julia, come up. Are they here? Leah and Jules, are they here? Come on up. Jennifer, come on up. Come on up, come on up, come on up. All right. Carolina's home and auto. Jennifer, what's the one thing you want to share today?
I would say, oh, I'm sorry. The one thing that's helped me through my career is positioning myself with seasoned people. Part of majority of my career has been around real estate agents. And I would say positioning yourself with seasoned people and listening. Listen to what their needs are and pay attention and not try to talk before they finish what they're trying to explain to you. I do find myself sometimes thinking while they're talking and I want to interrupt, but I would say the one big thing as far as selling a house, I would want someone to really, really listen to me and pay attention to what my needs and wants and desires are.
Yeah, I love that. The thing I love about the homeowners policies and the things that we're seeing is they're a brokerage and they have a lot of options to choose from, and they will tell you if they can't do it. And I love that. I've sent them a couple things and they just said, you know, they really need to stick with who they have right now. And there was all sorts of reasons for that. So again, give them an opportunity. They have saved many, many clients hundreds and thousands of dollars. And if they can't, or it's not a good fit, they'll also tell you that. All right. Thank you. All right, here we go.
And I'm Jules. I'm half of the Julia Designs marketing team. And one big thing I want to talk about with marketing is all about consistency and being purposeful with your marketing. And so if you're not being intentional about your marketing, then people don't know that you're doing real estate, and we don't want it to be a secret agent. So one of our big stats with our gold plan, which is our top most popular plan, is that 96% of people who are on our gold plan secure a buyer or seller within 90 days. So that is a huge stat, and it's all about getting in front of them in a purposeful and intentional way. So that's what we're all about. And if you have any questions on that, book an appointment with us. going to kwbresources.com and clicking I need tech help in the top right corner, you can book for your tech and your marketing so that we can hit 2025 and hit the ground running.
Woo! All right. There it is, right there. And
Yes.
they do training inside the market center for us. Again, they'll do tech help for you. Anything else on that you want to?
Yeah, just
mention?
with time sensitive tech help. So of course we have Scott Leroy Marketing. So they are great with email support, which is support@scottleroymarketing.com. They respond back within 10 minutes with either they do the task for you or a tip video on how to do it. So they are great for time sensitive help. But we also have open tech hours in the hub from 12 to 12:30 Tuesday through Friday. So if you have something time sensitive like DocuSign, I know that's really time sensitive, drop in and we are in the hub and we can help you with that. So yeah, thank you so much.
I love
so
it.
much.
Michelle, come on up. Tasha, come on up.
Hey guys. Hey, want to celebrate all of you guys who are in coaching with us. Can y'all stand up for a minute? Anyone who's in coaching with us, and coaches, stand up too. Miranda, you got to still stand up too. You got to give me, coaches. Okay. Hey, I want to congratulate you guys. I mean, woo! We closed 151 homes. We did 113 last year, right? We paid out to our new agents 1.1 million in gross commission income. That is huge because that changes people's lives. That changed a lot of people's lives. So we're so excited of what's taken place with the coaching program. And a big surprise with us this year this 2024 was Summit Coaching, something new that we created because we saw the gap. We saw people jumping out of coaching with only 4 closings. We saw people who were cappers and weren't going to be cappers anymore. We've seen people that we just see them sputtering a little bit. Please, please have a conversation with me if you're in that space, because Summit Coaching can take you to the next level. We also have another level beyond that. So just get with me, have the conversation, and I believe you're going to see it's going to change your life and world. Our top Summit client closed 28 homes. Chris Crawley. Okay, and he won't leave it. I want to share a little bit of Bernice Cruz. She closed 7, and I believe she's brand new, like only a year in, right? So we're really excited of what we can do to help you discover where you need to be. And we don't coach beginners. We coach up here. Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Perfect. I want to congratulate Michelle and all of her coaches, because in year 2 of kind of relaunching and getting this back on track, they became a $1 million coaching program in year 2. And you guys, that's unbelievable to do it that quickly. And I love what it means for the future of our new agents. Give them a hand. All right, Tasha, what you got for us?
Just real quick reminders. Anybody licensed in South Carolina?
Raise your hand.
Of y'all. Recent change, if you didn't get the memo, 10 hours of CE regardless of where you live. So if you're renewing in 2025, you've got about 6 months to get 10 hours completed. Don't wait until you're busy in June, July. Go ahead, get that done now, and you're ready to go sell houses in the
South Carolina.
Don't we love it? Love it, love it, love it. And for those agents doing coming soon, farm exclusive, you're sending those to myself and Sabra. We now need to see the listing agreement with that. It's not that we need more to look at, because Canopy is getting a little bit more restrictive and dotting their I's and crossing their T's. We need to make sure we're on top of what's being agreed to with your sellers. So send over the listing agreement, farm exclusive, and or the coming soon form. If you have questions about that, get with me later. We do have some new changes coming with the buyer agency agreement. Stay tuned for that. We've had recent changes. So if you haven't had time to just read through the agreements over the last 3 to 6 months, please do that. Anticipate discussions with your buyers and sellers. Be prepared for those questions. I know you role play in coaching. If you can't find somebody to role play with in coaching, or one of your coaches, give me a call. We can go over the form together just so that you're prepared. We are receiving calls from buyers and sellers saying, nobody ever went over that with me. So not just responsible for sending it via DocuSign. We need to make sure we're going over the forms, explaining it, and answering their questions. Okay.
Woo, what would we do without Tasha and Sabra? We are probably going to do some Zooms like what we did when all this kind of stuff started and get them. And we're just going to say we'll probably do 2 or 3 of them. They'll be scheduled. Get on them. Don't come and say, I don't know what's going on. I didn't know this was happening. And then I think we'll do some scripting maybe at our next team meeting on how people are handling some of those situations that would also help you. Okay. Not too late to sign up for Michael Trithart. How to generate leads for free. He is fantastic. He's been coming to our market center for years. And then he's doing a big thing on Google Expert. Maybe if you want to do it, become an expert, I bet you can find out some things and learn some things. He is just amazing. And he's been doing it for years. How many of you have ever attended a Michael Trithart session? Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's really great. So for all levels of production, he's wonderful. All right. If you haven't registered for Family Reunion, it's not too late. We had somebody registered this morning, didn't we? And yeah, you can still go. If you need any details, please let us know. Here we go. Let's go. Bring on our panel. Woo! Do y'all feel like you've been running a race this morning? Next and next and next. Is it good? Is it good? Yeah. Yeah, I like to keep it moving a little bit. And I don't want to take away from some of those things that are important and great. All right. They don't need to see me. We just, we'll start right here. Okay, here's what I'd like for you to do. The cool thing about this panel is all different productions, all different, you know, teams, single agents, all sorts of stuff. So I want you to start, Abby, you got a mic. We'll start with you. Give us your name. Remember, we have new people. Give us your name, something about your production in 2024, whatever you want to share there related to volume, units, GCI, whatever. And then whether or not you have a team or you're an individual, and if so, team or what you have.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm Abby Wilson. I've been with KWV. Actually, January 3rd was my 8-year anniversary, which is awesome. I know. Thank you. I am a team owner. I was an independent agent until 2020. We have a small team, Wilson & Co. It's me and my husband. We have one other producing agent because it's just me and the other agent that produce. We have a director of ops and 2 on our admin team. Last year, we had a goal of reaching 1 million in GCI, and we hit 851,000 in GCI. That was a huge deal. We did 65 units, and this year our goal is to hit our floor 73 units. Our stretch is 100 units.
Good. Woo.
I'm so proud of you, friend. I'm so proud of you. So January 6th was my 9-year anniversary with KW. So I'm super excited about that and going into my 10th year. So I'm super excited. My name's Miranda Solomon. And as you can tell, I got a little situation going on. It's just allergies, so I promise. It's been amazing at KW. Up until December of last year, I was a coach in our market center for 3 years, and that was an amazing journey for me. Last year, I closed 23 units. I'm a single agent, and I was excited to help the families that I helped last year. My goal for this year is 36 units, and I'm sure I'll get that. And I'm just excited to be here. And thanks, Brenda, for the opportunity.
Hi, I'm Helen Harp. This would be my 8th year, right? We joined together in January, and I'm a single agent with an admin and a marketing team. Last year, we closed 64 units. With the GCI over 600,000.
100,000.
Yeah, so next year we're stretching for 100. And my admin is currently getting the real estate license, so we'll see how it will unfold. Yeah.
I am Nicole McAllister. Is this even?
It's just for the Zoom. I didn't know either.
Nicole McAllister. I am a Broken Wing KW agent. I left for a couple years. It is not better out there, y'all. It is not better out there.
Woo! Yay! Well, she went independent and then she went to a competitor, right? So you've done it.
Yeah,
done it all. All right.
It's rough out there.
rough
Just,
out there.
just do the work. Get out of your way and do the work. What else was I gonna?
Talk about your production. You
Our production.
amazing.
So last year our team did 111 million, just shy of 3 million in GCI, and about 40-ish million of that was mine. So we love what we do. We're really excited to be back. Our energy is high and we're ready for a good year.
Woo! All right. All right. So you can, they're both the same. We'll keep one on that end and y'all can share that one and y'all can share that one. Okay. Tell us, and here's what we're going to do. You guys speak up, take turns, jump in, comment, however you want to do it. I've got a few questions I'm going to ask them. And then we're going to go through this for about 10 minutes or so and then see if you guys have any questions. So if you have any questions, get ready. When do you start planning for the next year related to your goals? So when did you start planning? You all just talked about, you know, what you're going to do in 2025. When did you start planning for that?
So I can start. So I started with business planning. I got my materials so you guys can see. I know, thanks. So started with business planning with Penn Temple. Actually, I've taken it every single year since I started. So we started then, and then shortly after that, we do have a team session. We call it Team Advance. So we got together and set our goals. So back in September, we solidified our goals by the middle of October. We knew what they were for this year.
Awesome. Who else?
So I also did business planning, not with Kent Temple this year because I wasn't able to make that, but I did an online business planning clinic and that was awesome. But I also work with some of the agents that are not with KW because we have to have relationships all across the industry, right?
Yep.
So I have a group of agents here in Charlotte that I also set goals with, right? And then I also set goals with my vendor partners. So one of my lenders, we get together and have a business planning session as well, because if my business is successful, then his business is successful, and obviously there's some reciprocity there as well. So I actually did 3 different business planning sessions: a KW one, non-KW one, and then one with my my lender partner.
I love that. Are your goals in writing, you guys?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ellen, you guys.
Yeah. So I also have the planning, that's the beginning of the planning for the next year. Then we gather together with my girls, have a vision board, have a board with all our goals line up for each one of us, and we're making sure that we're holding each other accountable to meet them. And we usually do it like in December. So we're summarizing, looking back what's good, where we have place for improvement, and see what we can do next year. Yeah.
When did you start, Miranda?
It was October.
October. Okay.
Jay White, Mark White, and I are part of the group, and one of the leaders of this group has a podcast called No Days Off. And ever since I joined this group called Metrics, I have been in the mindset that it's not no days off work, for the record. Like, you should definitely take days off work, but it's no days off from becoming a better version of yourself and living into the best version of you. And so since we started living in that mindset of every day is an opportunity to be a better version of yourself. So you don't wait till the new year to make a goal. You don't wait till the new year as a landmark necessarily. We switched into 12-week year goal setting. So every 12 weeks, I reset my goals and make sure that what I have out is super attainable. I'm on track. And then most importantly, that what's on my calendar reflects the goals that I have. Because you can do as much planning as you want, but if your calendar is set up to fail or to not take action on those goals, you just wasted your time.
Love that. I loved what Abby said when she said, "And every year I take it," because Abby, you're in a different place this year than you were the year before.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And Nicole actually gets to reset every 12 weeks, right? So I love that. Are you in a different place now than you were 12 weeks ago?
Yes.
Absolutely. Right. Yay. Yeah. In lots of ways. In a lot of different ways. Yeah. Yeah. In a lot of different ways. Hey, we're never I don't think your team's gonna ever let you leave either, right? Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. How do you decide inside your business what to have goals around, right? Is it GCI? Is it listings taken? Is it, what is it? I mean, if you 41 pages of multi-year trends, you know, a jillion categories. So to share with us what's important to you, and and maybe even how you decide what those categories might be. Nicole, why don't you start that? How do you pick your goals?
I think it goes back to income for me. It's how much do you want to earn and what amount of time are you willing to put in to earn that amount of money? Because if your hourly rate is an abomination, like you're still probably not earning enough money. And if your hourly rate is really high, you're doing the right activities for the money that you want to earn. So for us on our team and with me, it's you start with how much you want to earn and you backtrack that into what activities you need to do that. It's, spoiler alert, probably the all same activities for each one of us. We want to reinvent the wheel almost and look at that magic button. But the reality is like contacts made turns to appointments set, turns to converted business, turns to closings, and then you get the income that you want. So it all goes back to how many conversations are you having? What rooms are you in to have them in? And being honest with yourself, like if you're going to a networking event, is it, or are you just checking the box that I'm going to the networking event, but it's actually nothing to do with your demographic? So for us, we do track units, we track volume, point on units versus volume. Don't get lucky, if you can call it strategy, and get a $3 million listing, $1 million listing. But that doesn't mean you slow down the activities. So your income and then to activity. And you keep that up regardless of what your volume is. Because no one's mad if they earn extra money. But if you slow down the activity, you are going to be mad when you don't earn enough money because you got really excited at a high price point.
I love you guys. She gave you a pack, right? LinkedIn model and MREA, contacts. She just went through the whole thing, right? And I'm not saying it's easy, but it's very simple, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and that's it. All right, Helen.
For me, what was important last year, I realized that I have to focus not only on business, but also on like other spheres of my life, like family, my health, because I cut myself driven and other spheres of my life were lacking, right? And so that was my priority, to balance everything and to have a goal for each of the spheres. Like goals for my family, goals for my house, and goals for my business. And just try to balance. So that's what's important, because if you just focus on business, something else will follow. Right? And in terms of the business, we focus in on units, because we do believe if you focus on units, numbers will show up. And like Nicole said, so we're not like stopping when I see I reach my unit, so I can go on vacation. So no, I keep going and working. If we can close more, that's cool. And I'm always competing with myself, and so my being competitors, so I want to do every year better and better. But the biggest aha for me was to also be like quality time with my family. So maybe I don't have too much time with my family, but it should be quality time. And be present in the moment. So that's why I'm like, what I would give him? No, like I'm the mom, this and that. I was crying to baby. Yeah, but then I realized, so like, I can't be like, it's not about the amount, but the quality of time, right? So I'm always present in the moment. If with my client, I'm 100% there. If I'm with my children, I'm 100% there, right? So just pay attention to every aspect of life.
Yeah, I love that. More and not sacrificing. Important, right? Seasons of life, you've heard me say that. I love it. All right. Yeah. Add something. And then Brandon.
Along that line, something that's helping me with time this year is I created 4 buckets: health, family, key relationships, and finance. And I actually took that from Jesse Itzler, who's a self-made billionaire. If it doesn't check 2 of those boxes at one time for me, it's not getting added to my calendar this year. And 1 is not enough, because you're a mom, you're a dad, you're a business owner, you're a friend, and there's only so many hours in the day. So for me, it became super simple. So when we add something to the calendar, it's, are they a key relationship? Does this impact my business directly, not indirectly? Is this helping my health, or is this for my family? And if it's not 2 out of those, it can't get added outside the day to day. So along those same lines of helping to find that balance, if you have a hard time saying no, that's something I had to implement for myself because I was way overcommitting. Boundaries.
I love that. Yeah, don't ever worry about not whether or not your calendar is going to get full, but be concerned about what gets on that calendar and who, right? I love that. Okay, hold on. We're going to come right back to you. Okay, what's next? Miranda?
Same question.
Yes, same question.
So units, but this year I know I looked at my average price point and it was 334,000, and that's lower than my average price point was in the previous 3 years. And so I know some things happen with the market and whatnot, but I think I still want to look at units because units are the most important. And I also want to be strategic about the relationships that I'm building, right? And I want to be strategic about the rooms that I'm in and things like that. So I am taking a look at that and working with some different people on, how do I get that price point up, right? Because it does take. Some would say it's harder to sell $1 million house than it is to sell a $300,000 house. I would challenge that. It's a widget is a widget. So I just a widget is a widget. So so at the end of the day, I want to work smart and I want to make sure that I'm working hard in the places that are going to have the biggest impact in my life. The other place that I set goals this year was around my health, right? Because it doesn't matter how much money you make if you're dead. And so I don't want to drink myself to death. I don't want to work myself to death. I don't want to worry myself to death, right? So so I did set some goals around activity. So that would be exercise, right? I set some goals around being more healthy in my choices. We'll leave it at that. And being more healthy in my choices, and then also accountability, right? So my family is my biggest accountability currently. They're my accountability source for health for sure, but they're also my accountability source for my business. So every day when we pray on our way from the mall to school, and we always pray, and I always in my prayer with them, send me contracts. My girls, right? So send me contracts. So listen. And I swear this happened yesterday. So I finished my prayer yesterday, and I don't know, I was thinking about something else. We pray about the wildfires and all that stuff, and I didn't say and send me contracts. And Jameson's in the back seat. It's always Jameson. She was like, "So do you not need contracts anymore?" So they're a big part of my accountability because they know that our ability to go on vacation for spring break, our ability to go for Cameron's birthday or Jameson's birthday, all that is tied to what I do for a living. So really quickly on balance. One thing says there's really no such thing as balance, right? It's always going to be counterbalance. So they understand that while I've made a commitment to never miss a game, right? I'm always going to be there. I'm going to be on the sideline screaming like a maniac. Always going to be there for that. I may miss practice though, because I need to be somewhere writing a contract or showing a house or listing a house or whatever. So they understand that the times that I'm not there is so that I can be meaningful and purposeful in the times that I am.
Intention. You guys hear that? Intentional. All right, last one, and then get ready. I'm going to come out there for some questions. I have some more, but we're going to cut mine off if you guys have questions.
So I'll
you'll
keep
have.
it short for questions. I'm going to just say, girl said, what you notice is that when we have top producers is that we follow systems and models. And so these system and models, like I've been doing the 12-week year since 2020. I have put my family. I realized a few years back that if I wanted to be successful and build a legacy worth leaving, I needed to be here for a little while. So we do get very busy. And what I will say as we set our goals are units, but goals for our personal. Making sure that we time block, because if you're time blocked and you are planned, like Nicole said, then you know, hey, this is when I'm going to do listing appointments. What's worked well for me is setting those expectations for my family, because they know ahead of time, hey, I'm not going to be available. It's a busy week, letting them know on Monday. But also for our team, because I want them, although maybe their production isn't as high as mine, I want them in a year or two when they are hitting their 40, 50, whatever it is that they're hitting, that they're not neglecting the most important thing, which is their health and their family. So ditto to everything, and let's ask some questions.
Okay, how much of you've got one thing? Remember, my goal was you can take away one thing from something that was shared today. Raise your hand. One thing. Yeah, yeah. Boy, I do. I do. Boundaries, seasons of life, family, all sorts of things. And it's only good if you go implement it or think about it and do something with it. Okay, question. Who has the first question? I think we had one right here. Yeah. The 4 bucket.
Family, key relationships, business.
Who else? What would you want to know that I haven't asked them yet? If you could ask them anything. What would you I've done a great job of asking questions. Okay, David, and then if nobody else, I got one more question for him. Yes.
I have one. I'm gonna say that in 2024, we made a goal at the beginning of the year that our business was going to be kingdom focused. So I'm a believer. Most of you who know me, I love Jesus with all my heart. And if I am only doing real estate to earn more money and sell more units, I've told, in fact, my friends here that are here, I wouldn't be in here much longer, right? In fact, I wouldn't be here right now. But when we changed our business to being kingdom focused, that we were going to exist so that we could spread the gospel of Jesus, then that was going to be big for us. So we made a massive goal to give back to the community last year. $100,000, and we are just shy in 2024 of supporting ministries. I could cry because we built churches. We helped rescue people from human trafficking. We were able to provide meals to people who were not being fed, and that is my passion and purpose. And when we think about 2024, that was my greatest success.
Woo!
Awesome. Mine seems very trite in comparison.
Nope.
You got a halo going right here, friend. I love you. No, I bought my first rental property.
Yeah. Wealth building in so many different ways. Either of you want to share? What's the thing you're most proud of?
Okay, so I'm proud of the last year because I did balance whatever all the spheres. So we went on like 6 vacations. I went to like classes, very like expensive classes that I thought they were for me before. Like I went 3 or 4 of them, and I bought another rental property, and it gives me the opportunity to help others. Like Ukrainian community, we have a lot of refugees, and it gives me all the opportunities to help others. And so like looking back, it was my best year. So in terms of units, I closed the most. I always like close 5 every year in a row. So I broke the ceiling. I went on all the vacations I wanted and visit all the classes I wanted, and I helped others. So, and it was amazing.
Woo! All right.
I want to clarify, David mentioned our successes is what we were talking about. And I definitely want to speak for myself. I failed my way through last year in a lot of ways. And I think everyone up here can say like, we fail a lot. So we mentioned our units, mentioned our volume. We're talking about some really exciting stuff, but every day, every week, there's some things that could have gone better. And I think that's important to recognize too, because if you just talk about numbers or just the end result, we're missing kind of the cake in between of we all have months that are lower than they're supposed to be and all that. So I just want to highlight while you ladies are super successful, really honored to be up here with you. And we all fell forward, which is how we got there. So I think that's important to highlight. And my most successful thing along that line of it, I quit doing things that will never serve any of those 4 buckets. And it's not quantifiable, but it is very tangible in my everyday life and in my psyche and when I wake up in the morning. And as a culture, I think we're trained not to quit. But if something's not serving where your heart, mind, and body need to go, then it's okay to quit.
Woo! All right. All right, give him a hand. We're done. Give him a hand. Woo-hoo! Thank you. All right, that was amazing. I'm going to end with this. I guess I'm standing where I need to be standing. I'm not used to having to stand in a spot. All right, and Yeah, readers, here we go. I want to share something with you that I actually pulled out the other day and shared it for the first time with someone else. This was just an email that I sent in 2020 to our leadership team. What was going on in 2020 in April? Yeah. And I started reading through this and I thought, wow, this is so applicable to so many pieces of life. And certainly it was relevant then. And I think it's so relevant now. And I hope that maybe it'll touch you in a way that you go, okay, and that you can take some of these pieces and make a difference in your own life. Greetings, team. Do you ever feel like you just don't know where to begin? I feel like that a little bit today. However, I know that I have everything I need to get through this moment and each one that is in front of me, even when I don't yet know what each moment will be. The following is how I do that. And I trust it might encourage you as well. Remember, you will not always feel confident, certain, and sane. These are uncharted waters, and there will be some ebb and flow. And yet, we can do difficult together. Step into the pause. It's not going away. So breathe inside of it. Step away from every distraction. Block a few minutes, or many if you need. Pray. Meditate. Maybe both. Do something that will create laughter in your world. It is so good for the soul, the heart, the mind, and just the whole dang body. Laugh until it hurts. You know, you're crying, that deep down laugh that shakes your body where you can barely catch your breath. Just do it. Do something crazy. Hey, I got in my car, I put the top down, and I sang and sang and sang all over town. Yep, I was jamming. Because guess what? I needed that moment. Do something that feeds the depth of your soul. I'm missing the water. I'm water. Really? Really? So I drove to this little creek right by my house, and I just sat there staring at the water, tree, and even that little bridge. Experience exquisite self-care. Exquisite. Now, I know this is silly, but I've done it twice, and there's this drive-through that I just love to go and order a Diet Coke. And you know what? So I did it. And it made me so happy. And yes, I know it's silly, but guess what? I don't have them in my house anymore. I don't buy diet drinks, very seldom. However, I just felt like some rules really don't matter right now. And I love the ice at this place. It's that little ice. It's great ice. So yeah, silly. And guess what? It was exquisite for me that day. Gift yourself something that is typically encumbered by choice and time. I'm reading some fun books. I don't typically listen to podcasts, and actually I'm listening to a few, and I'm reading every day. Guess what? It's a step away from the phone and the computer. I'm also reaching out through FaceTime or just simple calls to connect with family and friends. It's a gift to me. Finally, when you need to cry, cry. When you need to scream, just scream. Then find a way to remember that this is a season of life. It will not be like this forever. I love you, team. And I'm proud of you because I know that we can do difficult together. Hugs, 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 because you know what? I miss those and I miss you. And I look forward to the time when we can all be together. There's something special about this place called Keller Williams Baptist. And it's you. It's you. So I thank you again today for giving up part of your day, letting me kind of rush people through and, give a lot of, I hope, value and love and laughter. But most of all, when you walk out of here today, I hope you have that one thing you can say, oh, I hadn't thought about that. I hope that you'll reflect on who you're in business with, because who you're in business with matters. You've been amazing. I appreciate you coming today. The only thing I have left to say, if you haven't bought Girl Scout cookies, I know somebody's selling them. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for coming. I need it. Oh, thank you. Love you. Thank you. So love you. So glad you're here. Thanks for staying. Thanks for being a part. Always. Oh. Thought about you. Thought about you. You're amazing. I know they're not quality peanuts, but yeah, I'll holler at you. Like you here today? Yeah. I'll come down. No rush.